Good morning, my name is Jacob Folger. I'm an artist sculptor, and today we're going to make a jewelry tray, and this is an original design. I have not seen this anywhere else. I've made a couple of them already. They're really kind of nice. And so starting with a ball of polymer clay, I'm using Sculpey 3. I'm basically pinching it to create the shape that I want. The back to be flat and the bottom to be a slight bowl-like shape. And then I'll press it down onto the table to make it flat on the bottom. So it should look something like that. Now I'm going to shape a little piece of clay to act as the ground for the tree to sit on. This is kind of like a sculptured mural, and I'm putting in the ground, I'm going to put in a tree and a moon, and they're all going to stick out from the back. Here I am sculpting it into the base and the bottom, blending it into the back. Next, I take noodles of clay and I start building the tree. Shaping it as I go. And this is another side of the other side of the tree. And the parts going down onto the base are the roots of the tree. I'm adding a third one here, and then blending it in. Then I just start to add branches and sculpt them into the back, blending them into the back with a tool and my fingers, filling any gaps. And still adding branches and shaping them. I've always loved trees, and I make a lot of trees, actually. I enjoy working with them and photographing them and whatever I can do. And I have, actually, most of my life since I was a child. I just want to here, just sculpting it in a little bit. Blending it into the back. Now I'm taking a sharper wood sculpting tool and I'm carving in the texture for the tree bark. It's basically just carving in lines. Just taking my time, kind of paying attention to what I'm doing and how the detail is. I'm going to take this tool and I'm going to add a knot hole in the center of the tree. Now I've rolled the ball of clay and I'm going to cut it in half, and this will be the moon. Just roll it into the shape I want, and then I'll apply it to beside the tree. Pressing it into place and twisting it a little bit to make it sturdy in there. Now I'm shaping a piece of clay to put on the back of the sculpture to make sure that it can stand up on its own. Almost like a little kickstand, if you will. And then I'll blend it in to be one with the other part of the sculpture. I'm using wire here, and I'm going to strengthen up that one branch that goes out. So if I wanted to, I could hang a ring from it. I just size it to fit, so that it will go through the branch into the main part of the tree. And then just stick it into the end of the branch and down into the tree. Then I can heal up the end where it just went in so that you can't see the wire. I'm using Reflex pigments to do the finish. And this first color is Reflex Violet. I'm going to put a little bit from the container into the lid to work from, just to make things easier. And then when I dab the excess off the brush before I start using it, just so it doesn't get a lot into the air around me. And here I am, I'm just basically putting in little dots of this purple color, violet color, into the background behind the tree and around the moon, around the tree. Also into the tray itself. I want to do a mixture of colors. I think it'll be really pretty. So I'm just basically dabbing it on there. Now there'll be a tool and supply list in the video description below the video. There'll also be baking instructions, and all the colors I'll be using here in this finish will be listed there as well, doing with Reflex pigments. Here I am using some bronze, also mixed in little dots of it. It'll make a really pretty sky, I think. And here I am using a sky blue, I believe is the color. Yeah, sky blue. It's a light blue color. And now I'm going to use my finger to apply the bronze to the tree and the moon. Just because to me, it just looks a lot better when I do it that way. I don't always do it, but sometimes I like to do it, and I like the way it looks. So I'll dip my finger into the powder, and then I'll swirl my finger with my thumb. And that just sort of seats it and makes the bronze look a lot different, I think. And then I'll just apply it gently to the tree and to the moon. I'm also going to put some videos on how to smooth polymer clay in the video description. So you'll have that. You might want to smooth it. I like to leave my sculpting marks in sometimes, as I did in this piece. I just like the way it looks. Now I'll take a small paintbrush and I'll go back and just touch up the bronze around the edges of the moon and around the edges of the tree, and then I'll do the base of the part that the tree is sitting on. Parts that I could not get to with my fingers. And I am looking for a very subdued look, very deep and kind of rich appearance for this. You can always add more of these colors to make it brighter if you wish. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe to my channel. I do a lot of videos on sculpting all kinds of things, and I think you're sure to find some things you'll like, some videos you like. I have hundreds, actually, of how-to videos. Please give me a thumbs up also, and tell me what you think of the video, and leave a comment as well. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section. You can also email them to me. My email address is on the About section of my channel page here on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.